In Squid Game Episode 5, A Fair World, there's a moment when Ji-hun looks into the eyes of a man he's about to kill. Ji-hun doesn't want to kill him, but in the game, there's no choice. Everyone involved in the games has already accepted that the only way out is through, and to survive, they must kill. As Ji-hun and his team fight for their lives in the tug-of-war game, you can see how the other team's captain realizes he is going to die. There's fear, desperation, and hopelessness on his face. Neither man can do anything about it. After the tug-of-war game, there isn't much time for the characters to reflect on what they've just done. Ji-hun looks at his bloodied hands and thinks about the violence, but the moment passes quickly. The religious man in their group, player number 244, thanks God for sparing them and for those who died so they could live. A new member of their team, number 240, mocks him, pointing out that the dead weren't sacrificing themselves nobly, they died because they were killed. S.A. Bayok, the pickpocket, tells them to stop talking about it. The team doesn't have much time to think about what happened. Back in the dormitory, the remaining players are forced to plan for another night of possible violence. Minayo, the former lover of gangster Deoksu, makes racist remarks about Ollie, the immigrant. Sangwoo guesses that Deoksu's team might have known tug-of-war was the next game, which they did. The religious man suggests attacking a weaker team first to get rid of competition. There's a tense moment when Ji-hun warns Deoksu's team that they could easily be killed by their own teammates. This is enough to stop Deoksu from attacking for the night, giving Ji-hun's team a little peace. Ji-hun has a flashback to a time when he was part of a workers' protest at a car factory. The workers were brutally attacked by the police even though they were the ones who suffered while the factory owners were to blame. It's a moment that reflects the class struggles that exist outside of the games, showing how power often flows downhill. While this happens, the organ smuggling plotline comes to the forefront. Undercover cop Junho watches as the doctor and a group of pink-suited guards dissect a dead contestant for spare organs. The doctor, who got involved in the games after killing a patient, has made a deal with the guards to provide them with organs in exchange for information about the next game. However, there's a problem. The doctor and the guards don't know what the next game is, and that information is crucial for the doctor's survival. He stabs one of the guards and tries to escape, but he gets lost in the maze-like hallways of the facility. The doctor is finally caught and confronted by Junho, who removes his mask. They try to connect, but their moment is interrupted when the front man arrives. The front man kills both the doctor and his accomplice, explaining that the games must remain fair and equal for everyone. The idea of equality in the game is ironic because so many people die to maintain it. Meanwhile, Junho finds out from a guard that the escape tunnel they've been using is meant for the VIPs, suggesting that there are multiple front men involved. Junho takes advantage of the guard's confession, learning that the games have been running since 1999 and that his brother, In-ho, won them in 2015. However, in the process, the guard reveals some disturbing details about a woman who was dissected for organs. She had been raped by the guards before being killed. Junho kills the guard and decides to investigate further, knowing that a records room exists in the captain's quarters. An alarm goes off, signaling that the front man knows about the doctor's conspiracy and the missing guards. The players are all woken up and brought together, except for the old man. In a heartbreaking moment, the old man has wet his pants from fear. This is a significant moment in the episode, showing how vulnerable the old man is in the game. His weakness will likely make him a target, as weakness is seen as something to exploit in the brutal world of Squid Game. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more exciting content. We've got amazing recaps and much more coming your way, so make sure you're a part of our journey.